Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to my review for The Hunger Games, the new huge adaptation to the very, very popular book named, I think, The Hunger Games. I don't know, I never read the books, but I was really looking forward to this movie because the trailer looked great. It was the new, from what I've heard, it's going to be the new Harry Potter, or Lord of the Rings, and to be honest, I missed out on the whole Harry Potter thing. Even though I watched the last one and I thought it was a fantastic movie, I still missed out on it. I wasn't ever like excited for a new Harry Potter movie. I wanted this to be the new thing for me. And I just wanted to go into this expecting amazing and then coming back maybe a year later and going, ooh, Hunger Games 2, yeah. Was that movie like, was this movie like that? Let's talk about it. The Hunger Games stars Jennifer Lawrence, who plays Katniss Everdeen, who is just maybe I should explain this first. The story is set in, I guess, either the future or some different parallel freaking universe or something. I don't know. The story is set in this place where there's 12 districts, and each district is different from each other. One could be a mining, one could be a power plant, place where they work on the mining, they work on the power plants, and so on and so on. Okay, and every, I think, year or maybe every other year, I don't know, they have this thing called the Hunger Games, where they pick two from each of these districts, male and female, to be, they draft them and they pick them to be in this big competitive, pretty much battle royale-ish tournament where everybody goes and fights to the death. And two people that got picked was Katniss Everdeen, who has a sister, and she's a huntress, you could say. She has a bow, she hunts things, whatever. And Peeta, that's his name, Peeta, not Peter or Peeta, played by Josh Hutcherson, who you don't really know much about. Like right when he gets picked, you don't really know who he is. He's just like, oh, there he is. So they get picked, and they have to compete in this Hunger Games tournament, and I guess not really a tournament, but still. And that's really the story. I don't want to spoil anything else. I don't want to give too many little insides about the story, if that makes any sense. I just don't want to explain it that much, okay? That's really the story. Just say the story in this movie is fantastic. It really is. It brings out everything that I love in a story. It brings out fantastic, fleshed out characters, amazing acting. Jennifer Lawrence is fantastic in this film as Katniss. She's badass, she has emotions, she feels real, and I love that about her. Jennifer Lawrence did a fantastic job. All the other actors, including Josh Hutcherson, Liam Hemsworth, who's in here, Elizabeth Banks, Woody Harrelson, who I love, everybody else does a fantastic job. Lenny Kravitz, Stanley Tucci, Toby Jones, everybody does a fantastic job in here. And my other favorite thing for a story is you bring out the emotion. You bring out the emotion, the action, and it does a fantastic job here with both of those. You really feel sorry for some people because there's going to be people that you like that die. 24 people all together, and there's going to be a lot that die, and a lot of them aren't going to be old people. All of them are really young. 12 to 18 is the specific age for all of these characters. And some of them are young, and some of them will die, and you'll be all like, tear. And it gets really emotional. It really does. And it does a fantastic job presenting that. It does an amazing job. And the action, for the most part, is fantastic in this movie. There is a couple of times where it gets a little too shaky, and that's my main problem with the game. The movie. It just gets a little too shaky with the action. That's my main problem. Everything else is so good in this. The script is absolutely amazing. The dialogue between Katniss and Peeta and all these other characters, like Lenny Kravitz's character, Woody Harrelson's character, just everybody does an amazing job here with the dialogue, and it's a well written script. And I know it's a book, of course, so I guess if you just stay with how good that book was, it wouldn't be a hard time making a good script, and they didn't have a hard time at all. The cinematography is also fantastic, and the director, Gary Ross, did an amazing job here. He did a great job directing. I really enjoyed this movie. Now, I don't know how much I would enjoy it if I watched, I'm screwing everything up today. If I read the original book, I don't know if they screwed things up here and there, I don't know. But for someone that never read the book, I'm going to tell you, this movie was absolutely fantastic. The only problem I had, the action got a little too shaky, but for the most part, everything is fantastic in this film. I love me some Hunger Games. I'm hungry for some Hunger Games. Oh yeah. Anyway, so there you go. There is my review for The Hunger Games. I'm going to give it a 37.5. I haven't been giving it 0.5s in a very long time. I'm going to give it 37.5 out of a 40. I can't wait for the second one. May the odds be ever in your favor. It was a quote. Anyway, yeah. Thank you and goodbye.